Welcome to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker. She's the host of the program and the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Now, this weekly radio show informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate, and it does it with Colorado's Real Estate Authority, Barb Schlinker. Barb is a retired Navy veteran. Barb is an author. Barb Schlinker is also a pilot, and she and her team enjoy all that Colorado and the Front Range have to offer. Barb, always great to be talking with you. So, what's on the agenda for today?
Well, thank you, Richard. The first thing we're going to talk about is the market. You know, it's funny, the difference in the market between going north of County Line Road, just north of Monument, and south of County Line Road is completely different. So Denver's market is on fire. It's going up almost 9% this year. Colorado Springs is kind of like a very slow train, just kind of slightly rising. So it's really different, but we are seeing signs that the market's heating up. So I'm going to talk about that. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is I did talk about this about a month ago, but I wanted to bring it up again because I'm hearing the public talk back to me about this National Association of Realtors antitrust settlement and how that will impact the real estate business going forward. Will buyers and sellers have lower commission costs? Will some agents that are less trained get out of the business? That's what I think is going to happen. And then the third topic is going to be about my favorite subject, home inspections. I just had a little tiff with an agent this morning because he told me it was a big waste of time for him to attend his buyer's inspection. So I'm gonna deep dive into that. We'll talk about home inspection nightmares and how to avoid them when selling your home. And then the very last thing is a fun topic I love to cover, which are the top 10 mistakes to avoid when you choose a real estate agent. You see, a lot of people tend to go back to who they used before, who they knew, but is that really the right choice to handle one of the largest assets? So I'm going to give you some tools to help you make that decision. And as always, I love covering my hot new listings. Richard?
And I'm so glad that you do this because a home for most people is the biggest investment of their life. And therefore, the person they choose to represent them is one of the most important decisions they'll ever make. Needless to say, I've been recommending you because you're the only person I would trust absolutely, whether it was buying or selling. I tell all of my coworkers, my friends, my neighbors, it is the truth. Barb, now that the spring real estate season is heating up, you've been reporting prices vary according to different locations along the Front Range. As you said, many times county lines are the dividing line there. What is the current state of the Colorado Springs real estate market?
So Colorado Springs real estate market is starting to heat up. Now, some of that is seasonality. What we're seeing right now is a lot of the military are getting their orders to come to this location. So I'm getting a lot of VA offers on my listings, people getting a VA loan. We're also seeing more inventory, 20% more actually than we saw last year. So there are more homes to compete with. And that means when you put your home on the market, you've got to make sure you have price it right and market it right because you have more competition now. But we are seeing the prices go up just a little bit. And guess what else is going up right now, Richard? Interest rates. They have gone up almost a full point just in the past couple of weeks. Did you know that?
I did not. And if it weren't for you, a lot of this information, it might be out there, but you have to dig and dig and dig to find it. And like I said, your home is probably the biggest investment. You don't have to do all that digging because, Barb, you're digging for people.
Well, right now the rates when I checked this morning were 7.44% for a 30-year conventional, a little bit less for VA. And then some of the buyers are asking the sellers to pay their loan closing cost in order to buy down their interest rate so they can have a better deal. And, you know, that works in some cases if it works for the seller. But what we're seeing right now is lower inventory than the summer. And so this tends to be one of the best times of year to put your home on the market. Yet it is 20% higher than it was a year ago. We are seeing fewer sales though than last year. And I think the big reason for that is last year, this time, interest rates were probably about 6.25%. Now they're 7.44%. So every time those rates go up 1 point, it wipes out about 10 to 20% of the buyers. And we're seeing those exact statistics play out in the Colorado Springs area. Not so much in Denver, though. It's really weird how we're so close to the Denver market, but it's not the same world. But we are seeing a trend that the average and median prices are heading back up again. Just in El Paso County in general, prices have gone up just in the last 2 weeks, over $15,000. But real estate is very local. You can't really take a whole county or a whole city and group it together and say this is how the market is. Real estate depends on the neighborhood. It depends on the school district. It depends on the zip code. It depends on the condition of the home. It depends on whether or not the home has views or not, or some sort of appealing thing that would make a buyer make their best offer. And that's part of what we offer to our sellers, is to give them a really good idea what their home will sell for. Pricing your home correctly initially out of the market typically will result in the home selling in the first 30 days and for the most money. So that's the best strategy. But in general, Colorado Springs sales are outstripping supply slightly. Castle Rock's a different story. It's been waggling a little bit, but overall, I'm hearing about bidding wars up there quite a bit. The average price is about $890. And inventory, of course, is on the rise, some of that because of seasonality. Teller County, another area that's very interesting. Teller County tends to really heat up in the middle of the summer when it's warm and everything's green and it's just so gorgeous up there. So we're seeing kind of light inventory in Teller County and the prices gradually going up, which is about what you can expect this time of year. Pueblo West has done very well. Home sales continue to outstrip supply, and places like Monument are doing very well. Low inventory, lots of buyers looking in that location. But again, real estate's very local, and you need a great agent that knows the market, knows what the competition looks like, knows how to negotiate in order to make sure that you command the most money when you sell your home and you're buying the home for the right price when you buy your home. And I can actually pull statistics on any area, any neighborhood, all up and down the Front Range for you. And that's how we help our sellers sell their homes for as much as 10 to 30,000 over asking price. I just put one under contract this weekend for 25,000 over asking price in just 5 days. So it is still happening, but it's all about price, okay? And it's all about marketing. So if you'd like to get a kind of good idea of what your home will sell for, but maybe you're not ready right now, you can go to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on the yellow button that says Get Home Value, and we'll send you some of those similar sales to give you a really good idea what your home will sell for, just so you can kind of plan ahead. But if you are thinking of moving soon, one of our more advanced appointments is we can come by, take a look at your home, give you tips on what to do, what not to do to get your house ready for sale, show you all of the buyers that we have in our database of buyers in waiting, including our 27,860 buyers just on one website, our buyers on Zillow, our buyers on Realtor.com, our 64 high net worth cash buyers that will make a cash offer on your home, and of course, our citywide buyer agent network. And it all comes with offers of our guaranteed sale program and our worry-free move-up program. So if you are thinking of moving, call us 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. My name is Barb Schlinker. I am the broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, Barb Has the Buyers team, and the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice. And right now we're talking about what's going on with the real estate market. Next up, what we're going to cover real quickly is how to position your home to get the most money when you sell. Richard?
Barb, we're talking about how home sellers can get the very most money when they go ahead and sell. You're the starting point. I always recommend you. What happens next?
Well, of course, values of homes vary, and they vary for a lot of reasons. Like, as an example, yesterday we were talking to an out-of-state home seller, and we asked her what she wanted for the home, and her number was more than what we were expecting. But she was looking at those automated valuations, And yet her home is not in pristine condition. It's been vacant for some time. It's been kind of roughed up. And so you have to, there's a price for everything. It doesn't, not every home has to be presented to the market in perfect shape. But if it isn't, then you have to price it accordingly. So that's why it's really important to pick the right agent and make sure you get all four of the four P's correct. Preparation, pricing it right, promoting it properly, and of course, picking the right agent. And once you do go on the market, the volume of buyers looking at your home is going to be a clue if you missed the mark. I actually met with one of my sellers yesterday where we had really light showings and we thought we priced it right up front, but the problem was there was new construction competition nearby, and they had gone out and actually purchased really low interest rates that buyers could take advantage of. And they were competing against my listing with low rates and a similar price. So we had to make a price adjustment in that situation. But the volume of showings is going to tell you whether or not you got that right. And of course, the feedback and the competition. There's a lot of things that go into it. And part of what we do to help our sellers make that decision, they get regular updates. We call it our tips program. It's a video update. It's like you looking over my shoulder onto my computer to really see what the competition looks like. What do the homes look like that have gone under contract? How come they went under contract and you didn't? That's really good information in order for you to make a decision on whether or not you need to make a price move or a marketing move. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call, 719-301-3900. We give a free service, which is an in-home consultation on what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale. Even if you're not ready right now, some people like to take advantage of our program where we take pictures of the outside while it's all green and pretty, and maybe they're going to sell next spring when the yards are dormant and not as pretty. So we offer that as a free service to our clients as well. And if you are thinking of moving, we'll show you all of our buyers in waiting. We can even show up with multiple cash offers on your home. No other company in town can do that. So give us a call, 719-301-3900, or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker. She's the host of the program and the proprietor and owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. It's more than a name. It is exactly what it is. Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Thinking of making a move? Call Barb, 719-301-3900, or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about, will buyers and sellers have lower commission costs in real estate, and the NAR settlement explained. Stay tuned for that.